Welcome to another episode of Ghosts of. This time, we're in Clarkston, Washington. That's right, we're not in Lewiston. We're in Clarkston, which is across the river from Lewiston, which means we're still in the valley. But that's okay. This investigation was filmed at the end of August 2017. I was in Lewiston for the Hot August night events, filming cars, the car show, and the nightly cruise that they have. My friend Grace said that there was a friend of hers that lived in Clarkston who was wanting to have an investigation done at their place. That friend of hers said that there was some weird activity and stuff going on at their location, and they would like to have somebody come in and check the place out, conduct a little investigation, see if we can catch any evidence. After the cruise on Friday night, I met up with Grace at the Taco Time out in Clarkston, and we were going over the plans for that evening for the investigation at her friend's house. While we were there, her friend called up and said, "Why don't you do your investigation at our neighbor's house? They've got some really weird stuff going on there. We think that you need to go over there and check the place out." So Grace and I looked into it and decided, yeah, let's go out and check out the friend's neighbor's house instead. It turns out that Grace's friend's neighbor's house has some pretty weird paranormal activity going on in it. The current owner's father saw an apparition, a lady with long hair, brushing her hair, standing in front of the bathroom one night. Scared the heck out of the owner's father when he saw that, and then his father passed away in the house. Also, some other relatives of the owner there have seen and heard some weird activity going on there. When we got there to the location, we got everything all set up and conducted our experiment. In my Ghosts of episodes, I always like to have paranormal tips. Well, this episode here is going to have one big paranormal tip that I'm going to put at the end of the episode. So make sure you watch until then to find out some tips, and actually this big tip here that can really help you out during your investigations. It's 10:01. 10:01. At 10:01 p.m., I was getting the camera set up upstairs with an IR light. Just as I turn off the lights, you will see an orb in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. Is this the spirit that's been bugging the homeowner here? Or is it a bug that's flying around and reflecting IR light back into the camera? I'm thinking it's a daub, duster bug. Mostly bug, though. If there's anybody here and you want to go ahead and communicate with us, the device over there in the corner. At 10:03 p.m., as I'm getting ready to leave the room, I tell the spirits that they can go ahead and speak to the camera and do whatever activity they want, as long as they leave the camera and IR light alone. As I say this, I pause. And then I capture an EVP that sounds like it says the word, "Yeah." Leave those alone, please. And take a break. Leave those alone, please. And take a break. Leave those alone, please. And take a break. Shortly after I leave the room at 1:04 p.m., there's a popping sound in the background. Now, this could be caused by atmospheric changes because it was so hot during the day, and it was cooling off in the evening pretty quick. 10:20. For those of you that love orbs, at 10:22 p.m. in the lower right-hand side of the screen, you'll see another orb. But I'm thinking it's another daub, dust or bug.
My mom moved in here in '83 and took care of his mother. And when she passed away, he moved his bed right here along this wall, had everything curtained off for the wood heat. But my dad was a very pragmatic man. He saved every dime he could because he was from the Depression era. And he would never make up stories, had very little sense of humor, didn't believe in ghosts or UFOs, but he said he woke up one night, and I got over here and I thought he had passed away because I knocked on the door and he didn't answer. He was still in bed. And it's not that he was there trembling, but he was shaken up. He didn't sleep well. And I said, well, what happened? He says, he stood up to go to the bathroom, because I have to go to the bathroom every 5 minutes. He's 80-something. Yeah. And standing at the foot of that door was a lady about this tall, over here, right where that sack's hanging. And my Nana, his mom, had long hair. And she always had it braided and coiled. And anyway, at night she would let her hair out. Well, she had passed, and this vision he saw was standing here, and her hair was down to the floor. He said it wasn't his mom, unless it was a very young version of her and he didn't know. But she was going like this with her hair. He says, and I looked down and went like this, like you see on TV, and I looked back up and she was still there. So I tried to talk to her, and I'm getting goosebumps just telling you. I like him too. And he says, so I tried to say something to her and she just evaporated.
He said he'd fly.
This is my father, who is the most down-to-earth, nuts and bolts, no imagination type guy you've ever met in your life.
He said he put the flashlight on her. Remember?
Yeah.
He did do that.
Huh.
But then her kids have said things happened upstairs, but her brother that lived here for a while.
Yeah, and his
So we're
son.
interested to hear what you had to say about it. Grandpa died right there in front of the fire on a card table in January '69. Card table's still downstairs. That yellow sofa you might have seen in the basement in front of the freezer. That was right where my chair is, and my Nana passed away with Dad taking care of her during the night. Dad died in his chair, which was right here. And the chair got thrown away. It was a lazy boy.
Okay.
But right here, I saw him that morning, and I spent extra time with him. Thank God.
Yeah.
For about an hour. Usually, I couldn't wait to get out of here. But we talked. We looked at some videos on his computer, and then I said, "I'll see you." And he said, "Hey, get me another gallon of milk. I really like that milk you got me." When I came home that night, I got off at 7. I went and got the milk, and I come around the door. Dad, I got your milk, and he's sitting in the chair with the remote in his hand. And he must have died right after I left because he was stone cold.
Oh, wow.
And I don't want to talk about it anymore.
It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Let's go upstairs.
Downstairs?
Uh,
Or did you say upstairs?
let's go upstairs. Let's give that a shot there. Now, a lot of EMF activity going on here, so I'm seriously thinking it's just electricity and stuff. But, it could be a mixture of both, to where there could be stuff going on.
Yeah.
But then with the EMF activity, it's like that just adds to it.
Yeah.
Paranormal tip number 1. Don't jump to conclusions right away based off reading that you found during your investigation. What you want to do is wait till you get back, review your evidence, look things over, and then you can come to your conclusions then. As we were heading up the stairs here, you could see that the EMF detector that I had started flashing because of the wiring in the household. I came to the conclusion then that because of the high EMF in the house, that could be causing the residents there to have these visions and experiences. And then it wasn't until I got back home, reviewed all the evidence and everything, and came up with the conclusion that, yeah, this place has some pretty good activity going on in it. So again, don't jump to conclusions right away based off of something that you found. Even if you found something that's paranormal, it could also be something that could be easily explained. Review your evidence. Okay, we're just a second here. Okay, that is going 1044, 1044.
Big readings up here.
Yeah. And this was where the kid is, right? In this room?
Yeah.
And
That's in their storage room.
Because, yeah, we didn't go in that. We just went into the
Right.
main
I
one.
put a voice recorder in there.
Okay. Night shot time. Okay, so again, we are just here to see if we can prove your existence, see if you're actually here, if you're trying to contact the owners of this house. But if you want to make yourself known to them or to us, you can go ahead. As I said, you can talk to the camera in the corner. It's got a little fuzzy thing on top. You can talk to that. On my camera right here, there's a fuzzy thing here. You can talk to the microphone. Just let us know your name, maybe what year you had passed away. We're going to go ahead and be quiet here. My name is Rich, and this is Grace. We like to do these type of investigations to, help those who have passed on to the other side, to maybe communicate with those that are now living in their household, places where they had passed away. If there's any messages that you have that you would like to pass on, please let us know.
Can you give us any kind of sign that you're here? Make a noise or make some of the equipment go off?
Or push this big pile of clothes over. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Scare the crap out of us, but hey, if that's your way of communicating, go ahead and do so. But do not break any of our equipment. If you want to touch us, you can go ahead and do that, but you can't follow us home.
It's 10:49 p.m. Right after Grace and I asked for some type of contact from the spirits in the house. We believe we get it. There's a creaking sound that comes from in the room, and as you can see, we're not moving. But then also, we get 2 EVP vocalizations.
Did you hear something there?
Yeah, I thought it was your meter.
Because it's... Can you do that again if that was you? Did you hear something there?
Yeah, I thought it was your meter.
Because it's... Can you do that again if that was you?
Okay.
That's Mosey. What the heck? Crap, jeez. This thing here, I saw it and it kind of looks stringy like hair, which this is actually black,
Yep.
but it's, but IR light is making it look white. But I kept like Samara from The Ring. I just saw that there and I was like, oh crap.
At 10:51 p.m., something makes a popping sound in the basement. Is it paranormal? Or is it the atmospheric and temperature changes happening in the household? It was really hot during the day, and now things are cooling off pretty quick.
So if there's anybody here that would like to communicate with us, please go ahead and do so. We will be quiet here for, we'll give you guys a minute so you can speak. You can speak into this fuzzy thing here, my camera. She has a recorder with her over there. Go ahead and speak. Let us know your name. Do you know who this guy is?
Do you know the people that live here now?
Now there's a baby in this room, so we gotta be kind of quiet. And there's a fan going too. Sorry, that was me. Boink. At 11:01 p.m., we enter the baby's room. As we enter and start looking around, we do catch 2 EVPs. We got EMF from the... Okay, this is the baby room. So if there's any spirits here, leave the kid alone. Let the baby sleep, for crying out loud. Give us a sign, but leave the kid alone. In fact, we're going to go ahead and let the kids sleep now. So we're going to go ahead and step on out. And I've got to look going down the stairs because these stairs are kind of steep. Yeah. But listen to that thing. So there's something definitely up with the wiring in the wall. Kitty, kitty, kitty. You gonna help us? Paranormal cat. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Kitty. Kitty, kitty. Kitty. Any spirit downstairs here that would like to make themselves known? Please go ahead and speak to us. Let us know. There's a fuzzy microphone right there on top of that camera, as well as you can talk to the microphone here, and also my video camera. You can let us know your name, maybe when you had passed away. And this was the couch here that they were talking about. That.
Yes.
Did you pass away on this couch here? You were wanting milk?
Got a couple.
What's that?
Got a couple.
If you were wanting milk before you passed away, go ahead, walk in front of that thing or this one here. They will beep and flash and whatnot. There, oh, there it goes. Did you see it?
Yes. Hello.
How about the one in my hand, because it's cool. It makes noise. Can you do that?
Could you light one of those up again, please? You light it up 2 times at once. Like instead of...
Oh, it did.
It did?
Yeah, it went flash, flash, da 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 da.
Oh.
And then it's kind of, yours is flickering, but
Nice.
somebody upstairs walking around. The homeowners here, they want to know exactly what's going on here in this household. If there's anything here that they should be, that they should know about or be concerned about. So if you want to make yourselves known to them so they know what's going on, please do so right now. I was like, what do I turn the light on and there's a girl standing there combing her hair?
Yeah, wouldn't that be something?
I've always wondered, like, what would happen if, actually see like an apparition like that or something.
Yeah.
Like, because it's that's what we want to do. We want to see it, but it's like if you actually see something like that, are you going to lose your cool?
Yeah.
Or are you going to be like, wow, awesome, great, hey, hi, how you doing? Or is it going to be like, ah?
I think I would just be frozen.
Yeah. It sounded like it's some type of like residual haunt with the lady combing her hair.
Yeah.
What's that?
That bang.
Freaky. No, I think I moved it up and it caught the IR light over there.
Oh, okay.
And it kind of threw it off. Then it's
Right.
like, I can't focus on anything. Well, there you go. The thing's all
Yeah.
getting some hits.
All the way. I think you can do it. Can you light it all the way up to red, please?
Well, you're getting some hits off that.
Yeah. Do you know who the people are upstairs?
You seem pretty nice. Got a cool little kid. And saw the lights flashing there in yours.
Yeah.
Wow, it just, whoa. It just went nuts there.
It's on airplane now.
Because it's hard to tell if those things are flashing just because maybe it's just random electronic waves coming from something in the house. Maybe solar activity, something astronomical. But if that thing starts moving on its own, we've done this quite a few times. We've done the Nevas twice, Kettenbaugh twice, I think.
Yep.
So we've been on 4 investigations, and I think we do a pretty good job with what we do, with the evidence that we find. Let's go to the other room. We're going to go ahead, motivate on out. See, it's this old wiring in this house. Good grief. Did you?
Yeah.
The cat is sitting there at the top of the stair. Kitty. Gosh.
Yeah, be careful.
No, it's just like I wanted to fall over sideways.
Oh.
I don't know if it's because it's like the floors are uneven or. 11:40. 11:40. Time check, and I bumped into something. Paranormal tip number 2. Time checks. As you can see, I do time checks throughout my investigations here. This helps at the end when I'm going through my evidence review for me to look through all my pieces, all my times, all my footage and everything that I have to sync things up, to help figure out when a particular event took place, to match it up with recordings from my other devices and debunk it or find out if those other devices too have caught the same paranormal evidence. Wow, an old iMac. Look at this thing. And it's the iMac. It's alive. It's alive. Nah, it's actually something coming from up there. Oh, sorry, I'm hitting the IR light on that.
At 11:46 p.m., I managed to record this EVP on both my camcorder and also my audio recorder.
Kitty? Kitty? Hi, Kitty. Oh, look at, because we got the cat running around down here somewhere.
Going back up?
Yeah. Hi, Kitty. What's up? All right, cat. Do you know where the ghosts are?
Show us.
Do you? Where do they hang out? Where? That was me saying where.
Anywhere else?
Anything more in the basement?
What's that?
Are you hearing anything more in the basement?
Well, we were down there. The cat came down and visited. But, you know, just still, just kind of like random.
Yeah.
You know, the EMS spikes, we did have some, you know, we'd ask some questions and the things would jump up.
Oh, really?
So there was, I'm still skeptical on things like that, like, you know, it could be anything. But, you know, if we get any EDPs or anything like that, then that'll be when I'm going like, okay. Well, we're going to go ahead and wrap up here, and then it's going to probably take a while to look through like all the evidence and stuff, you know, because I've got 2 cameras, the audio here to go through. She's got a couple things to go through there, so if we find anything cool, you know, let you know. Yeah, because I don't think there's anything to really be scared of, because I don't.
Oh, no. If they're here, they're friendly.
Yeah, and that, and also if it's the thing that he was talking about, the girl with the black hair, you know, that could be like a residual haunting, which is basically just like a moment in time that keeps replaying. You know, it's just something that got captured in time, and it just loops and plays it. And Yeah, but it's one of those things where it's like you see it, it's like, well, what the heck? Some lady with black hair, she's just combing her hair, you know.
Yeah.
I'm not a big orb guy.
Yeah, me neither. It's like that's
Because
when that happens.
yeah, because with the IR light, like when you watch like those TV shows, they the IR light, when I turn this on, you'll see it turns red. That's it kicking the IR light out, but we can't see it. Our eyes can't pick it up, but it works just like, you know, a flashlight. So it will reflect off of stuff, and it will cast its own shadows.
Yeah.
So when you have the IR light coming off of this and off of the camera, if a bug flies in front, it will reflect that light back into the camera. So a lot of these things on the shows, when they say, look at this orb, it's like, look at the bug that reflected the light back into the camera.
Just after midnight, as we were upstairs talking with the residents, we catch these final 2 EVPs of the investigation.
Oh, yeah, never.
No, I don't think, before we moved in, I don't think it'd been dusted in 50 years.
Yeah, really. Now, when did you guys move in?
It's been 3 years now.
3 years? Okay.
Yeah, and then a lot of work to move everything out.
It's been 3 years now.
3 years? Okay.
Yeah, and then a lot of work to move everything out.
It's been 3 years now.
3 years? Okay.
Yeah, and then a lot of work to move everything out.
It's been 3 years now.
3 years? Okay.
Yeah, and then a lot.
It's been 3 years now.
3 years? Okay.
Yeah, and then a lot.
It's been 3 years now.
3 years? Okay.
Yeah, and then a lot.
Moved in after that.
Like
Okay.
within a month or so after, right?
Yeah.
A couple months
Yeah.
max.
Okay. All right, just trying to get a timeline.
A
Yeah.
couple months
Yeah.
max.
Okay. All right, just trying to get a timeline.
A
Yeah.
couple months
Yeah.
max.
Okay. All right, just trying to get a timeline. Okay. All right, just trying to get a timeline. Okay. All right, just trying to get a timeline. Okay. All right, just trying to get a timeline. All right, well, let's go ahead and turn this off here and. Okay, 12:05. 12:05. 12:05. Time to shut down. $12:08. Time to shut down. For the 2.5 hours that we were at this location, I wasn't quite sure what evidence we were going to be able to get. I was nicely surprised to find out that we got some pretty good little EVPs out of this investigation. And so what is this big paranormal tip you're talking about, Rich? Well, let me tell you. When we conducted this experiment here, the residents of the household stayed there, all 4 of them. One of them was an infant that was sleeping upstairs, which had the air conditioner on, in that one room we're in where we heard that EVP. Usually when the residents stay home, that's not a bad thing, but I didn't tell them to keep quiet and stop walking around. As you can see and hear throughout this video, you can hear them talking in the background, and also you can hear them walking around as the floor is creaking all over the place. Somebody upstairs walking around. Freaky. If they weren't there and we heard those creaks on the floor, yeah, that would have been awesome. We would have known for sure we got some cool paranormal evidence right there. Sure, it was cool, having them there so we can talk to them throughout the investigation, but we should have told them, please, keep things quiet, don't talk unless you have to, and keep the walking around in the house to a minimum. So, if you conduct an investigation at a location where the residents are still there, make sure that you let it be known to them that they need to keep quiet. They can go ahead and talk, but don't speak so loud. And also, if the floors are creaky and stuff, keep the walking around to a minimum there. But that's my bad. We should have brought that up ahead of time. But I don't know. I just kind of felt like I didn't want to tell them what to do in their house. But I guess that's the way it goes. So until next time, thanks for watching this episode of Ghosts of Clarkston. And keep watching my channel here, because who knows where I'll be conducting a paranormal investigation next. Until then, thanks for watching. But anyway, thanks for watching our investigation here. Hope you enjoyed it. Who knows where I'll be next? Probably someplace around Lewiston or in the valley there somewhere. I just got hit by a leaf. Did you see that?